welcome to the Pip and Pin Podcast. My name is Megan Nodecker, and I'm a knitwear designer from Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada. You can find me on Instagram as Pip and Pin, on Ravelry and Snip Pip and Pin, and in the Ravelry group Pip and Pin. Today is just going to be a short video. I just want to talk about a new knit along that I'm starting. This is a knit along. It's kind of a knit along. I don't know if that's really what the best word for it, but it is a along. Let me explain. It is called the Fix It or Forget It. Let's call it a make along. The Fix It or Forget It make along. This is focused on fixing items. They can be knit or crochet or sewn even. Fix those things that you kind of always said you were going to fix and then never got around to. So by fixing, I mean either adding length or shortening or mending or adding, like replacing buttons or anything that needs to be done that you've been putting off. Because I feel like I have lots of things in my hand knit wardrobe, and this can be your handmade wardrobe as well, that just when I made them, something wasn't quite right, and I always intended to fix it, and then never got around to it. And that's sad, because there are some really lovely things that I just wish I would wear more if I did the things that I needed to do to them in order to make me want to wear them more. So either fixing those things or forgetting it. So if it's a knit or crochet project, frogging it and using the yarn for something better. It's going to end on March 31st. I'm going to be hosting this on Ravelry. You can also share on Instagram using the hashtag Fix It or Forget It. And I will post a link to the Ravelry threads down below. There's going to be a chatter thread, so there you can share the things that you found in your wardrobe or the things that you need to do. Support each other. If you have questions of how to do something, maybe someone will be able to help you figure it out. Like darning socks. That was something that I learned a few years ago, and that was really useful to know. So there's going to be a chatter thread, and then there's also going to be a finished object thread. So in that one, what I want to see, this is where I'm going to draw a prize from. And in there, I want to see a picture of the before and after. So I want to see what the article was before. This can be clothing or accessories. I want to see a picture of what it was before, just a little description of like what you've done to it or what you decided to do to it, and an after picture. So whether you fixed it or frogged it, like show me that frogged yarn. So I'm just going to share with you a couple of the things that I have on my personal list to do, just so you can get a little bit better idea of what this make along is all about. And so the first one, this is one of my more recently finished projects, and it is my husband's sweater. This is just an improvised pattern that I made up for him. I made it for him for Christmas, and something wonky happened with the bottom hem. It is supposed to look the same as the sleeve with that little kind of corrugated ribbing detail there, but I feel like I think I switched needle sizes, or like my tension loosened, or something weird happened with this bottom, and it's rolled. It's rolled since day one. I can't block it out. So I just need to redo it. So I'm going to, task number 1 is to rip out this hem and reknit it. So hopefully it doesn't roll. He says it doesn't bother him, but it bothers me. So I'm gonna fix it. The second thing that I'm gonna fix is a sweater, one of my sweaters that I really, it's one of those things where I put on all the time and then I just take it off because it's just not quite comfortable. And this is my cat bell sweater. And the reason why I don't wear it is it's just a tiny touch too short. And I think when I knit it, it was fine. But you know, with knitted things, how sometimes they'll stretch out and kind of up. I just think that's what happened with this. Also, the bind off is a little bit tight, so I think that's pulling it in more and kind of up. So, yeah, I think I'm just gonna take out the bottom and add a couple inches to the body, and then put the rib back on. Another just easy fix, something that I've been wanting to do since I made the sweater. Not since I made it, but after the first couple times of wearing it, I was like, oh, you know, it's starting to do that thing. Especially because it's kind of garter, like the base is garter stitch, so it really wants to swoosh up and get too short. So I want to make that one just a little bit longer. And for my Forget It project, it's this guy. This is my Mount Pleasant tee, and it's made with a sweet fiber cashmerino, which is an MCN in the Marshland colorway, and it's beautiful yarn. And I have 2 other skeins of it. So I found with this shirt, I have another Mount Pleasant that I do wear because it's more fitted and I wear it with high-waisted skirts and things like that. This one, I thought I wanted something like more oversized to wear with jeans, and I just found that with my body shape, it made me look much larger than I am, and that style just doesn't suit me very well. So I am going to frog this, and I'm going to use the yarn combined with the other 2 skeins that I have to make something else, because this is one of my very favorite colorways of hers, and every time I look at this and every time I try it on, I'm just like, ugh, like I just want it to be something that I love, and it's not. So we're gonna forget it and create it into something new. So those are I have many more things that I would like to do, but I feel realistically, those are my 3 right now. Yeah, so Fix It or Forget It, Make Along. That is the new one that I'm starting right now. You can find all the information on our Ravelry group. There'll be a chat thread. There'll be a finished objects thread. Make sure that you post a before and after, because I think that will be really neat to see just what you actually did, and how it affected the finished object. And if you just want to write a little like, oh, I needed to redo this hem, or I needed to add some length, or I needed to shorten it, or fix the bind off, or whatever, like, yeah. And that's that. I hope that you will join us. I'm very excited about this. I hope that it will motivate me, and I hope that it will motivate you. And I hope you just come and join us. All right. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the Ravelry group. Bye.